Welcome back to the channel. RacerX here, and today I want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that Dodge has been putting out on social media. Yesterday we saw Dodge drop kind of a bomb. They talked about an all-electric performance car they have coming out in 2024. I've done a lot of analyzation on their ads and just kind of wanted to give you my take on what I thought was really coming here in the next couple of years from Dodge. I've talked about it in a few other videos, but now we actually see something coming out from Dodge and Stellantis to maybe give us a little bit of hope, and I want to tell you exactly why. Also, guys, if you are new to my channel, do me a great big favor, hit subscribe. You can find that down there in the corner. You can also follow me on Instagram, and here we go.
T-minus 15 seconds.
So yesterday was finally that day that Dodge decided to release kind of their little teasers, some of their marketing on their upcoming electric vehicle line that's going to be coming out really in 2024. And that does seem like it's pretty far out on the horizon. We're at least a couple of years from seeing this vehicle really at all. We do know at this point that Dodge is trying very, very hard to kind of win over the hearts and minds of a lot of their performance enthusiasts, a lot of those old school guys, the guys that love the big power, the high horsepower, the high revving V8s, I mean, all that kind of stuff. They are really trying. If you look at their most recent ad that they put out, they're really trying to kind of appeal. They show all the stuff that they've done in the past in terms of, we released the Demon, we released the Red Eye Hellcats, and then, of course, then they jump over to some of their heritage stuff, some of their old school stuff, and then all of a sudden it's time for a new sort of evolution, and that's kind of what they're trying to drive home, is the fact that we're trying to evolve with the market. And in order to do that, we don't want to be a dinosaur, but we want to still kind of appeal to our hardcore brand loyal enthusiasts. And so you can really see that in this ad that they put out just yesterday in terms of like, look, we did it because of performance. It's a very interesting thing that Dodge is trying to do, and that you can definitely tell when they look at this, when you look at this ad, that they are really doing everything they can to help people sort of bridge the gap between electric vehicle technology and old school muscle. And it is not an easy thing to do. So they've already started this process. You can see what Dodge is doing here. It makes for a kind of an interesting situation.
And that's why Dodge will not sell electric cars. Dodge will sell American muscle. So if a Charger can make a Charger quicker, we're in. And while that may sound like a nuance, it's not to our customers anyways.
So let's take a quick second and look a little closer at the ad that Dodge put out, because Dodge is known for just putting little bitty cookies in all of their ads for us to sort of speculate and kind of dig into a little bit further. But if you look in the past when they released the Demon and the Hellcat and all the other stuff that they've done, they have given us clues as to what is coming. So I feel like Dodge already has a pretty good handle on what they're trying to do. They might not have it perfectly down. Obviously, they've still got some time if they're telling us it's going to be 2024 when this vehicle comes out. But I have been screaming for Dodge to do something new and something different for a long time. So for somebody like me, I am kind of excited, because here's the thing. Dodge knows that they have to hit a home run with whatever this offering is to keep their brand loyal folks happy, their enthusiasts happy, right? So I have a feeling whatever they come to the table with in 2024 is going to be pretty epic. I really do feel like that. I know it's a hard bridge for us old school guys that really just want the tire shredding V8. And yeah, that's not going to be this. It's just not. And Dodge realizes that they're going to have to change or become a dinosaur and go extinct. And that is the unfortunate reality with all the things coming down from the EPA and just all the pressure that they have on them. They just can't keep doing the same thing, unfortunately. So they've got to change. So at the end of the day, are they doing something very different and very new? Absolutely. And I'm actually pretty excited about that. At one point, they actually showed a horsepower graph in there. And if you read into it a little bit, that it shows, 840 horsepower on the Demon, and then it shows it continuing to go up. I have a feeling that this new offering that they're going to give us, maybe it might be electric, but it will also be very high horsepower. I do firmly believe we may even see something that has 4 digits in the horsepower number. That might make it worth looking at. Now, there are two other key things that I noticed at first glance, obviously with this video, this marketing thing that Dodge just put out. One, did you see the logo? There's kind of this triangular shaped logo that they put out that kind of glows in the dark. And I don't necessarily know if that's Dodge's new logo. I don't necessarily feel like that maybe is the case, but in terms of the Stellantis logo, I kind of feel like maybe that's what they're going to go with. And I have to admit, it looks pretty cool to me. I actually am kind of a fan of it, at least at first glance. So we'll kind of see how that evolves. It does kind of show it almost as like a glow-in-the-dark type thing, which, that may just be a marketing thing at this point, or who knows? Maybe they'll be like Mercedes and have literally logos that glow in the dark, which might be kind of neat as well. But you can see that there is a new logo on whatever this new performance car is. And like I said, that may just be for marketing at this point, but I doubt it. I think they're just going to go with a new logo. And so it looks pretty cool to me at first. And the other thing, and this is the big thing, and I want to stress this, and I'm sure most of you noticed when you watch the ad, but when you see that thing doing a burnout, it is literally doing a four-wheel drive burnout. And I have said this for a long time. Many of you guys have said this for a long time, and I actually released a video not too long ago about all the all-wheel drive Hellcats and how great they are, and just how good maybe the Charger or Challenger would be if it was all-wheel drive. Well, it looks like this new vehicle that they're going to release is, in fact, all-wheel drive. And keep in mind, with electric vehicles, you get 100% of the torque at 0 RPM. So if that is in fact the case, it will absolutely be a missile if it is a 4-digit power car. So something to think about. So one of the other things I was kind of pondering as I looked at this new ad, you did see Tim Kuniskis kind of lift up the corner, and that thing looks extremely, extremely sporty. You can see some other kind of clips of the car just from the rear. It's obviously nothing that they currently offer right now. Something has been heavily redesigned. Now, Dodge has talked at length about doing a redesign of the Charger and Challenger. Truth is, I don't think there's much of a market out there if they go back to a two-door on the Charger, because it's going to compete directly with the Challenger. That would not make a lot of sense. So this new offering, in my mind, and they do call it a muscle car. They say it's going to be one of the fastest muscle cars in the world. They're reinventing the muscle car because it is electric. I fully expect this to be very fast. So really the big question in my mind, because I don't think it's going to be a Charger, I think it's going to either be a redesigned Challenger, which kind of fits into the timeline of when they were going to redesign it anyway, or it's going to be the brand new Cuda. And if they do a Cuda, I seriously doubt they're going to have both a Cuda and a Challenger in the same lineup. So either the Cuda will replace the Challenger, or they will simply have a redesigned Challenger. I don't believe they will offer both a Cuda and a Challenger both. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what they do, but the lines on the car look very aggressive. I am so excited as they continue to release more of these little, these little trailers, these little cheater things, if you will, to kind of keep us interested to see how it continues to evolve and what they come up with. So I do want to keep things pretty short today. I just kind of wanted to react to the stuff that Dodge was putting out for us to sort of digest a little bit. You can see them making a concerted effort to appeal to their main folks, their brand loyal enthusiasts out there, saying, look, we've done all this for you. We've evolved as time has gone on, but we've still kept kind of our heritage. And I think that's what they're trying to say here, is the fact that we've not forgotten about you folks out there that are your gearheads and all that kind of stuff, but we do have to make a change. But we're also going to bring you big power. So I fully expect whatever they come out with is going to be, one, very, very fast. It's going to make a ton of power, and it's going to be a little bit different, which will take some adjustment on, I believe, a lot of people's parts. But that's the way things are going right now, guys. We just have to give them a chance. Let's give Dodge and Stellantis at least a chance to see what they can come up with here, because obviously we've been on that same Mercedes chassis now for a while. We've kind of been doing the same thing with the Hellcat now for 6-7 years. Everybody gets a Hellcat at this point, but they realize that, they've got to do something a little bit different. So let's hope they really do hit a home run with this car that they bring out to us and give us something interesting, something fun, something that looks good. So far, it kind of is checking all the boxes for me, considering the pressure they're on from the EPA and all that kind of stuff. So I am along for the ride just like you guys. I cannot wait to see what they came up with here on the next little teaser thing. So we'll just wait and see what happens with that. Fingers crossed that they're going to continue to push towards, making things that are really fun and fast, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it, and I will catch you guys on the next one. So until then, RacerX.